welcome to the shop. Got the SR up on the bench today. You guys might have seen some of the videos last year when I got this thing running. Had a little fun with it. It's a pretty cool bike. It's got a 45 millimeter Malossi kit on it. I switched to the liquid cooled cylinder after I seized it like 3 times. The liquid cooled head, sorry. And I seized it because it has no seals left. And I was aware of that. I was just kind of having fun with it for the season. But the season is over now. It is December 2nd, I think. I don't know, maybe the 1st, whatever. So this thing needs to get rebuilt. So that's what we're going to be doing today. I've never rebuilt one of these before. I assume it's very similar to a Hobbit as they share the same case gasket, but there's obvious differences as it's got the longer case and some other stuff that's going to get in the way. So I'm going to break this thing down real quick, get just the motor up on a table, and I guess we'll go from there and get everything split, hopefully get it rebuilt. I don't know if I'm going to keep the liquid cooled head or not. I might put on a, I don't know. I've got a derby head over there, so I might run that. But really, let's just get this thing broke down and see what it takes to rebuild one of these things. One of the things that I am doing differently when I rebuild this is that I've got the crank in the freezer. I'm going to heat the bearings. I don't usually do that because we have an arbor press, and I can just push everything together because, well, it's fucking easy because we have all the tools here. But I don't think I'm going to be able to use the arbor press and some of the other things I would normally use because of the way this case works with all the other stuff. So here we go. All right, fuck. Let's get into this. Like I said, I've never taken one of these apart before, but looking at it, I think I'm going to take the wheel off first so I can get it to lay flat. Then I'm going to flip it on side, take the transmission off. I've got to fix some stuff in there anyways. I already put new tires on this, so I don't need to do that again. Don't ever want to do that again. That was a fucking bastard of a project. Yeah, let's see here. I'm sure that's like a 20. It's bigger than a 19, that's for sure. Both seen better days. 22 mil. If you were wondering. Okay, let's get you guys a better view of this thing as we really get into it. Picture in picture. Okay, let's get into this thing. So let's do this transmission first. Now, before you guys see it, the belt on here. Oh boy. This bike had a rough life before it came to me. Let's just put it that way. And I don't know how this belt works. It is torn the fuck up. But it does indeed work, which is pretty cool because finding proper belts for these is a real trick. There is a Gates belt that you can use for it, and I do have one of those on me. It's like the Gates 9290. It's supposed to be pretty close. But somehow the stock belt still worked. So I was just rocking it. Like I said, I don't know if I told you the speed in the beginning. This thing only did like 43. To be fair, the Malossi kit's pretty mediocre. But it has a circuit pipe, obviously, and it would do fucking wheelies up to speed. Like, Jared has a legit fast SR. He's doing over 50. This one... not doing those kind of speeds. Let's get this pipe off real quick. But also impossible to keep the front end down on, which was super fun. watching Jared about kill himself doing wheelies on this thing. You see I cut and welded this pipe to give it a little bit of upsweep. Still took a couple of shots here and there, but I do like this pipe on here, truth be told. I don't need to go fast on this thing. Like, a wheelie machine is really fun. And no, so you'll get no complaints from me with this little circuit on here. Because ironically, I have no hobbits with an actual circuit pipe. I've got the HJC circuit on one of them. That thing fucks. It's a cool pipe. Obviously performs very different than a Proma. Okay, let's get into that trans now, huh? I do have a aftermarket variator on here, so the case is already cut for that. Apparently, not apparently, there are some pretty sick aftermarket variators sold for this now by Treats. You guys should pick those up if you're going to run one of these. Because finding these modified GY6 ones is not really a thing anymore. No, my Kickstarter was in here all wrong. So I'm going to take this stuff out. I'm going to leave my clutch bell on. I do have a GY6 clutch in here. Just kind of snazzy. I said this bell is fucked up. Like, the inside's cool, but a piece of the case broke on the previous owner, and it was just dragging on the bell. I don't even know how. It was very impressive. In, like, the worst sort of way. But this should all just kind of slide out. See that different variator I was talking about? This is a modified GY6 variator. Yeah, someone custom. Really, they just had to redo this, apparently, but it's more machining than I'm capable of. So credit where credit is due. Honestly, I don't think the rebuild is going to be bad. I think God, I'm gonna have to call Riley. This gear must be pressed on. I don't think the rebuild is going to be bad on this. I think the worst part is going to be reassembling my kickstart. But I'll clean all this up. So I'm going to pause for a second while I get some other tools and call my girl Riley. Okay, so I called Riley. She said 2 jaw and some heat. So let's see how this thing does. There she goes. That was on there. Fuck yeah, it was.
Oh, burned.
Well, it's warm. Hey, got it. Bit my bag.
Look at this.
Oh, that's cool. Got to pause to fix a tool. Threads not great there. Go clean those up. Okay, and we're back. Gonna pull this magneto. This is just the OEM Hobbit variator. Well, clutch puller, variator, puller, whatever. It's cool. It's got an electric start on there if you wanted to. I bet it'd probably be good if you aren't going to use this just to remove it, but I use an impact driver to get these out. Just pulling the Case bolts out. A little preemptive, but it's whatever. All right. Let's get this cylinder off. February 6th through the 8th. It doesn't look bad.
Just tapping it in.
Tap, tap, taparoo. There, that's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's breaching. Yeah. I'm gonna clean that piston up. Well, I already fucked this crank, so I guess.
Did you?
Yeah.
What happened?
Dude, there's a so you see how that's just tapered there? This is the kickstart module.
Yeah.
Goes on.
Is it really loose now?
No, we took it off, but there's no like puller. You had to use a 3-jaw on it, and that mushroomed the tip. Back to your regular scheduled beating of this crank. Hell yeah. Bearings came with it. Well, I'm gonna go clean all this up off camera. Yeah, I mean, it's just like a hobby case, but it's got, behind the bearing is the thing for the oil injection, which is removed, and boat capped. If you don't know that, that's the drain plug for a boat. Toss that in there, goop it on up. So yeah, I'm gonna go clean these cases up, and I guess we're gonna assemble this motor. This wasn't too bad. So, all right, we'll be back. All right, guys, we're back. I got the mic on for a little bit here because we're gonna take a little break. I cleaned those cases up really well. Not perfect on the outside, but sealing surface is all clean. I took this to the parts washer and scrubbed everything down. Same thing with this case half. So I got the crank in the freezer. I'm gonna go throw the bearings in the oven at 250 degrees for about 20 minutes, and then we will check back in. Okay, so I got the case ready. It's all cleaned up, as you can see. I'm gonna go grab a bearing out of the oven, and we're gonna drop it in there and press it in, and then put the cold crank in. Okay. This should be real easy. Butter. Ready to drop the other bearing. So I'm gonna go grab that real quick. All right, time to the other case half. I almost grabbed the bearing by hand. That would have been very bad. Come on, hot boy. All right, like butter. Let's go drop the crank in. Okay, we're gonna drop this crank in. It's pretty simple on this thing. The bigger case side has the longer side of the crank. You got your Woodruff case side on this, so let's see if this drops in.
Bend it in a certain way and tape it.
Could you just give that a quick love tap with the hammer?
What's a love tap?
Go ahead, just give it a little harder. One more time. That's good. All right. Oh my God, you dumbass!
What'd you do?
I put the crank in the reed block.
Make sure you look past the.
You can hold it back this case. Well, that was fucking stupid.
Hey, there's at least a little bit of time.
Yeah, I didn't press this case half down. Thankfully.
What a press. You would have been like, why isn't it pressing? Oh, yeah. I think you got it. Oops.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the rest with the bolts so I can. Then I give myself a
Evenly push it.
little bit of room on there.
Here.
Okay. Thank you.
Phillips.
Yeah, I was a little surprised by that.
So
Like
it came with, or is it gonna always be that?
this is what it came with, but like some of the late model Hobbits come with Allens. So I was like, oh, maybe being that this is late model.
Early model,
No, this is like an 83.
maybe right before they switched.
No, they didn't make Hobbits that long. You think there's actually a gap, or?
Prospect, member, constantly working on something.
Okay. Thank you, Steve.
There you go.
I've been hitting some of it with monkey.
All right.
That looks good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
More, Andy.
Butter. Just cutting the excess gasket off here. Oh, great. So what's in my motor?
Nothing's in there.
Nothing's in the motor. Just gum. Normal. Gaskets are, or not gaskets, geez. The seals are pretty self-explanatory on this bike. One side for the variator is quite large, and the other is not. Oil that up. This one looks exactly like a Hobbit. Make sure not to put it too deep. Just kind of get it in there. Just make sure that seal's flush. We're good to go. But while I'm over here, I am going to push on that bearing, well, not bearing, the powell for the kickstart there. So you can't put this thing on wrong because it's tapered. So if you try and put it on backwards, it'll just catch. So it only goes on one way, and I'm just going to give it to it because it was on there fucking good when Adam and I took it off earlier, so. Okay, so we're back on the table. The issue I was having was this this gear for the starter that I struggled in the beginning to take off. I didn't think it was sat down far enough, but it is. I put the thing in, and you got to remember that this plate that goes here lifts up when it starts, so it actually sits below the plane when it's running. Then when you kick it, it comes up and engages that gear. So everything fit together, so we're going to just cross our fingers on that one. So we're going to put the ignition back on real quick, and then we'll do the top end. And I'm going to decide if I'm going to keep that liquid-cooled head or not. I'm really leaning towards no. We'll see about that. So we're going to start by putting our Woodruff key back in. Into this fancy new crank. We'll tap, tap, taparoo. We're in there. And now we need our magneto, which is weird because it's all very backwards. I'll line that Woodruff key up. Got it that time. Guessing that's a 15. 14. Vespa. No, mine runs. God, that's easy. This only had one on it earlier. I don't like that. Looks like these two are stripped. That one's short. We'll add some proper bolts onto this. I didn't strip this. It wasn't there. In the back. Gonna need a little longer. I'm just gonna pop some through and then toss a bolt on them on the back. I don't know if you saw on this, Steve. It's really interesting. The magneto hooks to the flywheel or hooks to the crank, but the actual all the stuff is just connected on the case. Like on so
the outer part?
yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, it's cool because then it's like less rotating mass. It's kind of like an HPI. All right, let's put our reed block or our case adapter on. Not actual reed block. Not sure what reeds I'm going to be running.
Double enough.
Yeah, so shit. Could you grab the oil? So as Steve just mentioned, I am doubling it up. I've had issues with these treat spacers where the reeds kiss the crank. So I'm just being preemptive and I'm bringing it up a little bit. No big deal. Just better safe than sorry. All right, so we're lubing these gaskets up. Just using transmission fluids for this. It's just some regular old Type F. My super clean hands. And thank you, Steve.
Scalpel.
Scalpel. Come.
Come.
All right, let's see if my reeds hit. I don't hear anything. Now, the real question is... Oh, God.
The camera on you.
Yeah. Right? Big boy intake coming through.
Boy.
Yeah, I think we're going to have to go off that way. That looks good. I got to get some gaskets. Oil that up. I'll put that on after I do the top end, just to make everything easier to navigate right now. But I just wanted to check that. We're good. That's cool. Feel good about that. Let's get this top end on. Always keep your work area clean. Don't be like me. Fresh gaskets for the Melosi kit here. I like to put the piston in the cylinder first. Vespa. I'll wait for Adam to hear me making fun of Vespa again. I'm gonna, while I hold this in place, I'm gonna have you give it a little tap, tap, taparoo, because this piston's been very abused. So go ahead and give that a tap. It's good. Give it one more love tap.
Yeah, it's almost there.
Yeah,
Yeah, but we got plenty of lip on this side, so it doesn't really matter.
barely. There it goes. Okay, now hold this with your fingies, since hobbits are silly, and I didn't order studs like a smart person.
It's over there. It's by like my toolbox.
Oh,
Found it.
hell yeah! Gone this dick!
I spoke too soon. Do you want to hold a hand on the other side of it?
No, that'll never happen again. What are you talking about?
Hold on.
My eye.
Yeah. You gotta pull that piston up a little bit, Steve, or cylinders. No, you're fine. You can do whatever you want. You get the special blowy tonight. Gotta hope this poor Melosi cylinder's still alive.
Got it.
Yeah.
No, what were you saying, Andy? You're hoping the cylinder survives?
Yeah, I see this thing like fucking 5 times.
Is this
Hold
casted
that
though?
with me.
Yeah. It looked pretty good, and I put a fresh ring on it, like, you know. How bad could it be? BG is not what it was when we went there. I say it in a good way. It's so much better than it was when we were in school. Like,
Better because it got every single resource.
but Adam and I were talking about like the difference in the amount of kids.
Yeah.
What about those cash for gold places?
It left a mark.
It was like the 90s. And then it was like, all the way up to 08.
Yeah.
Because then in 09, when they put in the new, you got another extra year. So that's why I was always looking for 09 Ford when I was shopping for trucks, because, but then there was a huge, like,
So I wouldn't even have to paint it. And
what's your ideal color?
yeah,
Or
orange.
it is once you saw it.
Orange is my ideal color. And
Dude, careful.
he's fucking.
I had a funny old guy sending me text, and all of a sudden he sent me like this hand video of like
But he like texted me while I was at work today, and he goes, "Now there's a guy who wants to trade 2004 Hemi Ram." And I was like, "You got a hot commodity, my friend." He was like, "Not sure it's that hot. Doesn't sound right to me." I was like, "Why is that?" He goes, "That's usually that stuff like that usually comes from jokers." I was like, "Yeah, I get that. Like, I think you wanted this more than he does." About like, "Hey, you know, I traded this, but you know, you still really want to trade for another Dodge."
will you come
Fuck
visit
it.
me in hospice?
And he was like,
You should counteroffer and say, I'm willing to spend.
"That is truck for him." But you remember that one that I was talking about in the kitchen? That black one?
Mm-hmm.
So
You did it.
I didn't end up getting it because the guy didn't have the title.
Moves.
And now he's just like, "Dude, I'm moving."
Okay.
No. There's
Well,
no
yeah,
point
the
because
wheels
it's already
attached
cracked.
to the fucking.
So the fender that's on there is rusted, so
Splined.
it's cracked.
Well, that's
And-
just the fender. I'm talking like the. Can you get a new panel?
This is,
I
this
think
is
all
like
it needs
a.
is the new
What is this?
panel.
A spree
You
now?
just take off the old
Close.
fender, put the new
Honda
one, put it on
SR.
the frame or anything underneath.
Be like a guy who
Okay.
starts with like.
So that's pretty much the bike.
Can and then trade it to like a jet.
Yeah.
Nah. Once I trade for
That's
this
it.
Dodge, I'm already happy.
All right, I got my human bench Steve here, holding up the SR. It's all built. Time to slap this bottom end on. Okay.
All right.
Let me put the.
We've done it.
Yeah, good job, boys.
Yeah.
Okay. Motor's on the bike. I just need to hook the wiring up, put the pipe back on, and hook the carb up. I got a mic, it's okay. So we'll be right back. Okay. So got the pipe on from that last video. This is going to be a first start. It's kind of a cheater first start. Something is not 100% correct in this kickstart unit. So I'm getting a really weak kick. So I used a drill to do the real first start, but you know. Make sure it's on. Needs some tuning now, but it runs really well. Never sounded this good, so we'll get there. I hope all the build steps helped. When I was trying to find things on this bike, I couldn't find anything. But you know, we'll get there. The treats crank, everything worked really well. The toughest part of this rebuild was 100% that kickstart bushing, taking it off and getting it on properly. Like getting the depth right seemed it just seemed sketchy. It's like usually with Hondas, there's a specialty tool that pulls these things, makes something like that easy, but that is just fucking, like, dude, as I said, call my girl Riley. She was like, dude, you just get a puller on there and fucking do the thing. And you saw Adam and I struggling with that earlier. Get it off. Once you get that off, it's just like any other moped. It's just a little strange with that long case, but you know, moped's a moped. She's done. Winter project grind. Bike 3. 2? It's at least 2. We're getting there. See you next time.